on, everybody, and welcome back to Budz React. I'm Nate, that's Tyler, and we are going to be diving into another Kurzgesagt video, Day the Dinosaurs Died. Um, this is going to be pretty interesting because I love history as much as I love space, so this would be, and plus his visuals are always on point, so this would be very intriguing.
Dude, side note, did you see that movie's coming out? That I think it's like 65 million or something like that. It's about the dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, with Keanu Reeves or something.
I don't
Something like
know.
that.
A guy that looks like either the guy from Bellamy from the 100 or something similar to that look. Maybe Keanu. I'm not sure, but I just saw that commercial for the other day. But yeah,
One of the
let's get
greatest
into
illusions
this.
in life is continuity. 66 million years ago, the continuity of the dinosaurs had been going on for around 165
Dude, speaking of that, I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast clips the other day. I think they're bringing back the woolly mammoth.
million years already, and it didn't seem this would change anytime soon. The world was warm and
I don't know if the
pleasant,
woolly
and
mammoth
most
is
of
a
the
big
land was covered
deal
with
for
lush forests and an incredible diversity of trees,
This is a funny
flowers,
thought. I was just like,
ferns,
hey, you know what?
and
That's pretty
trillions
great.
of critters. Dinosaurs were ubiquitous and had diversified
not
into
bring back
hundreds of
those-
species
those
of all
things.
shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Those big ass birds.
I feel like I have you too quiet right now. Let me turn you up a little bit.
Oh no, too quiet, man. Too quiet.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a little better now. If he is too quiet, hopefully in the last recording it was alright. Sorry if not. Every time we go to record, his volume is, super loud or super quiet.
Pectinodon hunted in the undergrowth, while
Oh, shit. You know what?
Edmontosaurus
We're-
wandered
full
coastlines
screen.
and swamps. An ancient paradise, a world of plenty, full of life. 66 million years ago, maybe on a Tuesday afternoon, life was the same as it had been the day
Maybe on a
before,
Tuesday
or
afternoon.
1,000 years before, or pretty much a million years before. Things were good for our feathered dinosaur buddies, until a tiny detail in the sky changed.
Till a tiny detail. Dude, I love the intro music. My favorite
Asteroid!
If there were dinosaurs watching the stars, one night they may have noticed the appearance of a new star, a tiny dot that for many weeks slowly became bigger and brighter. Until one fateful day, it looked like another small moon in the night
Yeah,
sky.
that's what they were
I was
doing.
wearing a
It
costume.
faded from
They're
sight
both wearing a
as
costume.
it dipped into Earth's shadow. For a few more hours, the illusion of continuity was upheld, until it was not anymore. In the morning, the object suddenly appears again, now almost as large as the sun in the sky and growing every moment, heading for the coast near the Yucatan Peninsula. It takes the asteroid only seconds to pass through the thin layer between space and the ground
Be
to make
terrifying.
contact, as it enters the
Yeah,
atmosphere
absolutely.
at almost 60 times the speed of
Good
sound.
word.
Let's stop time. Here, we see the unnamed asteroid about to commit specieside. Larger than Mount Everest, it reaches from the ocean high into the atmosphere,
God.
higher than
Dude.
passenger planes would fly.
It's
millions
crazy
of
when they
years
give you
later.
the scaling of all this compared to everything else.
At this
Like
moment,
look how small the scaling of the plane
higher than
is.
passenger planes would fly millions of years later. At this moment, the world was one way. In a fraction of a second, it would be fundamentally different. Let's make the transition. As the asteroid hits the shallow ocean and the bedrock below, the energy of billions of nuclear weapons is released all at once as the
As I
asteroid
say, yeah, those two
rises.
birds are gonna be
A flash
evaporated.
of light illuminates the sky as an eerie bright white sphere grows over the Gulf of Mexico. Bedrock melts into seething hot plasma at tens of thousands of degrees Celsius. The thermal radiation from the
Did he
explosion
have to
travels at the
say
speed of
like the speed that asteroid was, like what it's theorized, like what the speed of that asteroid was traveling at? I'm sure it's some insane speed.
I don't know. Didn't it say break the speed of sound?
Uh,
So like,
I would imagine it would. It would have, yeah.
different. Let's make the transition. As the asteroid hits the shallow ocean and the bedrock below, the energy of billions of nuclear
No, I
weapons
didn't
is
say it.
Yeah, I thought it did.
Travels at the speed of light and immediately burns everything within a radius of about 1,500 kilometers, while the energy from the impact pushes so hard against Earth's crust that it loses all strength and flows away from the impact site like a liquid, creating a hole 25 kilometers deep and 100 kilometers wide. The ocean is pushed back for hundreds of kilometers, like when a kid jumps into a puddle. As the crust bounces back, melted and flowing crust forms a temporary mountain stretching 10 kilometers into the sky. An incredible amount of material is blasted into the higher atmosphere, or even out into space, as much as 60 times the original mass of the asteroid. The violence of the strike is felt everywhere on Earth within minutes. A magnitude 11 earthquake may be the most powerful quake any living thing has ever witnessed in billions of years. It is so insanely strong that in India it might have shaken gigantic lava fields and causes volcanic eruptions that would last for 30,000 years and cover half of the Indian subcontinent with lava.
Damn.
Even on the side of Earth opposite the impact, the ground still moved by several meters.
Hang on!
Nobody would sleep through this day.
No.
The gigantic explosion crashes against the atmosphere with unprecedented violence and causes a shockwave that reaches speeds of more than 1,000 kilometers per hour near the site of impact, similar to the hyperhurricanes on gas giants like Neptune.
Dang.
In Middle America, basically any soil, vegetation, or animal is just shredded into pieces and catapulted thousands of kilometers away.
Catapulted.
Now, the previously displaced oceans return. As the temporary mountain at the site of impact collapses, a ring of tsunamis as high as 1 kilometer, enough to cover all skyscrapers humans would ever build, heads in all directions. As they crash into the coasts of the continents surrounding the impact, they will drown thousands of kilometers of coastline. 15 hours later, some of the waves that get refracted around South America will still tower as much as 100 meters into the sky. But we still haven't talked about the worst thing yet. A lot of the debris heated into space will orbit Earth for thousands of years. Some may hit the Moon or even Mars. But most of it comes right back.
That's where the
When
craters come
things
from.
fall through the atmosphere at such speeds, they get very hot, as in hundreds of degrees hot. And this happens to millions of tons of material everywhere. This rapidly heats up the atmosphere to insane temperatures. We don't know exactly how hot it got or how long this heat shock lasted, but there are two ideas here.
It's hot in here.
Either the air was heated to hundreds of degrees for a few minutes,
sauna.
or to thousands of degrees for around 1 minute. In any case, the air became as hot as the inside of an industrial oven. How bad the global effects of this
Kurt,
were
this
is
depressing
contested,
to look at.
but if enough heat reached the surface,
That's
a lot
like
of
quite
plants and
depressing to
animals
look
would have
at.
died very quickly if they couldn't bury themselves or escape into caves. The heat, together with raining debris, also may have ignited material on forest
smart
floors
ones went to the
and
caves.
sparked wildfires
Yeah.
as the Earth rotated under the searing hot plume.
Imagine you're an ocean animal. You're just like, dude, what is happening right now? You're getting just fucked up in the ocean.
Massive wildfires
Like,
were
what?
probably burning around the globe. Some of them may have lasted for months and turned
sharks
Earth
are
into
living-
a
sharks are
horrifying,
living
hot, hellish version
Dinosaurs,
of
'cause
itself.
they've been around.
As the day of the
Yeah,
impact
I'm
draws
just-
to an end,
They were
many of
hey,
the
they were
dinosaurs
riding them
are already
waves.
dead, but the worst is still to come. The gigantic plume of
Dude, they don't
vaporized
need to make Sharknado, Sharkwavo.
material reaches the upper atmosphere and spreads around the whole
Probably
globe.
a real thing.
Together
Yeah.
with the soot from the burning planet
Da-na-na-na-na.
and the aerosols generated at impact, the planet sinks into a deep darkness, with only the remaining raging fires
Deep
illuminating the
darkness.
scenery.
Jeez,
Whatever
dude.
plants survive the firestorms will now be starved for sunlight as global photosynthesis is temporarily shut down. Within days, temperatures crash as much as 25 degrees Celsius. The oceans were especially hard hit.
Oh, it's the
lack of
garbage. I'm like,
sunlight
what am I
killed over
hearing?
90% of plankton, which form the basis of the food web of marine life.
No.
Ultimately,
Oh.
this
Oh, yeah,
would
it's
kill off
dino.
the large
No.
marine reptiles and ammonites that used to dominate the seas. The biosphere the survivors now find themselves in is like an alien landscape. Ash, debris, and the burned remains of the formerly lush and blooming life cover the ground. The sky is dark and it's cold, and
That
fresh
dino is
food is
lonely.
scarce, while
Mhm.
fungi
Already died.
thrive. For months and years, the planet will be a hostile and deadly place. The sudden global winter will last for decades.
Does it say
At least
nuclear winter?
75% of all species on Earth will just vanish from existence. And so, as the day ends, the world is suddenly different. The continuity that went on for millions of years is no more. The era of the dinosaurs is over, just like that. Eventually, from the ashes of the old world, survivors emerged. Birds that are the direct descendants of the dinosaurs and mammals that would eventually become the dominant animals on the planet. Without the asteroid, who knows what life on Earth would look like today? Without
Lizard
the
people.
sudden disruption of dinosaur
Lizard
continuity
people.
that completely changed the planet and all life on it, we might have never had the opportunity to become what we are today. It's not clear how long the human era will last. So far, modern humans have been around for 0.1% of the time
Jesus.
dinosaurs were.
we pale in
And in this short
comparison to
amount
what
of
the
time,
how
we've
long the
achieved
dinosaurs were
impressive
around.
feats, from making the world our
We've achieved impressive feats, but we've also had some we're staggering here a little bit on some
own
weird
to reaching
opportunities
space
or
and splitting the atom.
weird
Yet
consequences
our
that could
future
happen.
and our long-term survival are not a given. If we're not
Yeah,
careful,
definitely
it
not
could
gonna
end in an instant, like the age of the dinosaurs ended. But in contrast to them, we know that our continuity is fragile,
What's
even
going
if it
on?
doesn't feel like it. We can be prepared
Like
and be
she
vigilant
caught whatever
and
they was
hopeful.
juggling, but
If we're
not the
lucky,
creature that
our
fell.
journey will go on for a long, long time.
Could be a birdie. Chicken.
We hope so.
Speaking of journeys, we want to address something in the spirit of transparency. Kurzgesagt has changed in the last 2 years. We've become more than a YouTube.
All right. Well, they're just explaining their channel. Make sure you check out that channel.
Kurzgesagt.
Yeah, he said it best. In a nutshell, it's great education, great fun, just like great entertainment overall. I just like listening to this guy. Like he just keeps me. This is the kind of stuff they should have showed you in school. Where was this guy when we
Yeah.
were in school? Keeps you entertained, that's for sure. But yeah, be sure to check out our other videos. We've watched a bunch of his videos. Make sure you go to his channel, subscribe to him, check him out yourself. And if you enjoy, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and be sure to comment below what else you want us to watch. We like to watch any kind of funny videos, any kind of like educational learning, any subjects. Just let us know, and we'll check it
we
out.
like we like to do more blind reacts of videos that we've never seen before. So if you guys can send us some, suggest us some, we're all for it, and we'd love to hear the feedback. Other than that, you got anything else to say or add?
That's it, man.
All right. So peace out from us here at Budz React.
Peace.